So I hope everyone else feels the same way. I think we all really needed a break. There is a warm-up in the AP classroom. Let me get through this and I'll show everyone how to get in there if you don't remember. Oh, lost David. Okay, we are going to be working on our AP Create task. There is a progress check today. Create task topic is chosen. You need to choose your topic. You'll see there's a discussion. You just need to give me your topic and one sentence describing what it's going to do. The create performance task, the video, the program code, and the written responses need to be submitted to the College Board. I believe they call it the AP portfolio by May 14th. That is not when it is due to the AP. We're having everyone submit a week early so that we can go through and make sure all your files are appropriate and not corrupted. Okay? So we're just going to check your video, check your written answers and your code segment, make sure that you can read them and that they actually play. Okay? That is for May 14th. So we have a lot of time between now and then. Our goal or objective is that you will be able to create a program that fulfills all the requirements of the AP Create task by following the survival guide. Okay, here, let me quickly show. Oh, you don't want that, I don't think. We're still not in the right place, so let's go to the right place. Where's my modules? There's my modules. Okay, so this is today. The warm-up in the AP classroom means you've got to go to the College Board site. Look, there's Florian flying in. Always room for one more. So in the AP classroom, once I get in there, hang on. It's in the assessments tab and it's the warm up 4, 6 to 7, okay? That's where we're looking. All right, let's go through this quickly. Nothing too terrible here. They are multiple answer things and that gets a little tricky, all right? So which one of the following are benefits of a procedural abstraction? A, procedural abstractions prevent programmers from accidentally using the intellectual property of other programmers. There's Eric. B, procedural abstraction eliminates the need for programmers to document their code. C, procedural abstraction makes it easier for people to read computer programs. And D, procedural abstraction provides an opportunity to give a name to a block of code that describes the purposes of that code block, okay? Does somebody want to sing out or you could put it in the chat? What do we think? Select 2 answers here. 2 of these are correct. Anybody? Nobody's feeling brave? Oh, okay. Well, don't worry, Florian. We're not picking on you. Let's see. What about my friend? Oh. We won't put Sam on it. Nathan Ginsburg, can you help me out here? Which 2 do you think are benefits of procedural abstraction? Do you have any idea, Nathan?
I was a little confused with it.
All right, so let's go through them again. So A is a procedural abstraction prevents programmers from accidentally using the intellectual property of other programmers. B, procedural abstraction eliminates the need for programmers to document their code. C, procedural abstraction makes it easier for people to read computer programs. And D, procedural abstraction provides an opportunity to give a name to a block of code that describes the purpose of that block of code. Any ideas? Which of these are a benefit of procedural abstraction? The APs love the word abstraction, and it gets confusing. So Nathan, what's one answer?
C, I think.
C, correct. Procedural abstraction makes it easier for people to read computer programs. This is the idea of a list being an abstraction of information. So a list makes your program a lot smaller and more compact, thus easier to read. All right. The next one is actually D, and it's a little weird. I found D a little tough to pick, but its procedural abstraction provides the opportunity to give a name to a block of code that describes the purpose of that block of code. That you are using a name, like the name of a function to represent the whole function, okay? That's all that that's trying to say. It's the idea that you have a name, like the name of a list, represents all that information in that list, that you can have the same thing with a function. All right, question 2. For the question or incomplete statement below, 2 of the suggested answers are correct. For this question, you must select both correct choices to earn credit. No partial credit will be earned if only one correct choice is selected. Select the 2 that are best in each case. All right. Which of the following are benefits of using well-named variables in a computer program? A, the program will run faster. B, the program will be easier for people to read. C, the program will have greater data storage capacity. Or D, the program will be easier to modify in the future. I think this is a little easier. Looks like Lily's right on it. Anybody else? Somebody else have an idea? I have an answer from our friend Lily Kreindler, which is correct. There, Andrew, good job. That is also a correct answer. B and D. This is a question where you don't really need to know the right answer. What you do need to know is the idea that variables are never going to make your program run faster, and they are not going to increase your storage capacity. Thus, it has to be B and D, okay? That is sometimes when you don't know an answer, you can eliminate the ones that you know are wrong and be left with what's right, okay? That is it. Let's go through our presentation. It's pretty simple, not the gardening one. All right, so AP tests. Boy, it's getting late in the year, isn't it? There are 2 administrations of the test. We would like everyone to sign up for the May 26th if you can. If you do not have something that is really significant causing an issue, a doctor's appointment, another AP, something like that. The reason is the second testing is June 7th. If you're signed up for May 26th and something goes tragically wrong, your car dies, you're getting an accident, you can go to the makeup date of June 7th. If you're only signed up for the 7th and for some reason you miss that date, you will not get an AP because there are no other testing dates. So there are no cancellation fees if you decide you do not want to take this. It's not a lot of money. I would recommend doing it even if you think you aren't going to do well. It's experience. It's learning how to answer the questions and the style of the AP. If you're in 9th grade, you can take this test all the way till 12th grade. That is not a problem. So just know it's not going to hurt you to take the test. Also, be aware, it is my understanding that these are graded on a curve, that this is not a 1 out of 100 thing. This is the idea that the top 20% of the the respondents in the AP will get 5s. The next 20% will get 4s. The next 20% will get 3s. The next 2s and the next 1s. I believe that is how the APs work, that you are being graded or ranked with your peers, with the other people that are taking the test at the same time. What this means is you could feel that you did terribly, but everybody else did even worse. I did a biology AP. I thought I did terribly. I got a 3. My best friend, who's much smarter than me, thought he did terribly. He got a 5. So don't be dismayed if you're feeling that you're not doing well on the test. Other people are probably not doing well either, okay? All right, Unit 8, Lesson 3. Ideally, everyone is doing their apps in Unit 8 of code.org. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is Unit 8, right? Create PT Prep. Create PT Coding Workspace in Lesson 3 is where you should be doing this, right? I can see your work in here. I cannot see it in App Lab or if you are working on it somewhere else. It is not a big problem if you really love App Lab or are using like a different coding technique to do this. I do need a link to your video because I cannot see in there to check things like, come tomorrow, you need to show that you have done something on your user interface. All I need is a button. All I need is screen 1 to say start screen. That's it, but I need some sort of progress and I will be looking for it in code.org. Okay, does that all make sense to everyone? All right, so this is the idea that Friday's first period we are going to have for our task day 6. We will, for our class, we will be using our Wednesday link. I will be there. This is not mandatory. This is to get you 12 hours in class. So performance task day 6 is Friday during 5th period. This is not required, but an available time slot to work with a partner or focus on your program. Particularly if you're working with someone in another class, which a couple people are. It's a great opportunity to both be together in your breakout room, okay? Oh, speaking of that, hang on, I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. I am setting the sharing links so that you can share in the breakout rooms. Okay, I have actually pre-done our breakout rooms and they've worked pretty well the last 2 times. Okay, the focus for today is our progress check, right? You should be thinking about what your program does so you can start your design with the user interface. The idea should be fleshed out so that you know the type of data or list you will use in the program, how the data will be traversed, any conditional statements you will use, what functions you will use, how the functions can be used more than once to get different answers. That one is the idea that usually in your functions, you are going to have some sort of Boolean statement that is being evaluated. Is I greater than 0? If it evaluates to true, you are going to do one thing. If it evaluates to false, your function is going to do something else. Those are the 2 different ways that the same function can be used, okay, to get different answers. One other thing, I have had some students who are just having difficulty thinking up their app. So it helped me to just talk them through it that, you know, are you going to use a list out of code.org? If you are, you're supposed to do something you like. Out of the lists in the data section, what is something you like? Once you pick out the list that you want to use or the table, how do you want to work with that? What is it you're going to do? The thing that you can't be doing is doing a linear search. You cannot just be going down the indexes, okay? Showing A, then showing B, then showing C. You need to be searching your list. You need to be, what is it? We are filtering our list. You need to be pulling things out like hound dogs or toy dogs. You need to be selecting out of that, okay? Let me know if anyone has questions, okay? So designing your app. This is the basic, start with a capital letter, end with a period. Make sure to give all your element IDs unique names that describe their use in the program. Same goes for screen names. If use start screen, not screen one. Make sure your user interface is accessible, that someone can actually use it and understand what they are supposed to do. I had several apps in the hackathon that had text boxes with microprint in them, like, 4 font. If you're going to have to explain something, it needs to be in a font that is readable. Use colors that seemingly work together. Try and space things so that they look balanced and appropriate. You are not being graded on the beauty or quality of your app, but it does need to be functional and easily accessible by the user. I had a couple apps last time, like these weather predicting apps. I had no idea what I was supposed to be entering. They had like these long typed in, like names. One word of advice: if you are doing something like asking what state you want, you want to find all the national parks in your state, do not have them type in the state name. Use a drop down, particularly with long words. It is very difficult to type accurately. Do you start with a capital letter or not? It needs a bunch of explanation, okay? All right, that's my 16 things here. The other thing is, don't forget the comments. I'm not sure why they didn't add that, but that is very similar to periods and capital letters. Are there any directions that need to be added to your app as a text box? For these weather apps, I sorely needed directions. I needed to know what the heck I was entering in here to get this app to work. So don't forget, make sure you are explaining how to use your app thoroughly and cleanly, okay? So next.
I had a question.
Hang on, or sure, what?
Just asking, how do you sign up for what date we want to take the test on?
You've got to do that through the AP, through the College Board.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. You should have received from, oh gosh, it's one of our, I think it's not Mr. Neal. One of our assistant principals should have sent a whole presentation on signing up for your AP home recently. I'll try and send that out to everyone just so that you have it.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Those are perfect questions. How to make sure that you're signed up is very important. Luckily, we have some time. All right. Okay, here is the calendar. So we're on day 4, day 5, and day 6 will be on Friday morning. Next week, we are actually going back. We're not going to be working on our create task. You can in your off time. We're going to work on unit 6, lessons 3 and 4, and then lesson 5. This is all algorithms, okay? So for this week, we will use the academic support session during the 5th period on Fridays for PT time. Alternate times can be discussed with me, but I will be there using our Wednesday link on Friday morning for 1st period. If you want to come in, if you have a partner in another class or whatever, I can put you in a breakout room and we'll have an hour to work. All right. This is just the progress checks. I need to get your topic. Let me quickly show you this too. Okay. So in here is the progress check. All it is for this progress check, you will need to declare your create task topic, program topic. Please type the topic in a 1-sentence description of what the program will do in the text box. I'm not looking for a paragraph. I'm just trying to confirm, that you have started your app, that you have a topic that you're working on, okay? So this is just gonna be, it's just gonna be a text box you're gonna fill in. Really easy, nothing complicated. Tomorrow, you're gonna need to have something in a user interface. Like I say, one button is all I need. That your home screen no longer says screen 1, it says start screen. I just need to see that you have started your user interface. Then we're gonna have about 10 days and you're gonna need to have started your coding. Again, just a line of code. That's all you need. Then you need to have started your video of your code by the 22nd. Not the whole thing, just that you've started. You started your written responses by the 3rd. Everything needs to be submitted into the AP portfolio by the 14th. That is not the due date for the AP. That is our due date so that we can then check your files, make sure they are not corrupted and will work perfectly. And then we will be submitting on the 24th. I cannot correct or advise you in any way off what I'm looking at, only does it work. Okay, thank you so much, Lily, for putting that in there. That's wonderful. Jessica, it's only 1 sentence. So each person should just say what your app is. I think that'll be easier. If you want, you can put both names on one. That's fine. That actually saves me a little time. Oops, wrong form. I will send out, there is like a video that they've made on how to do this. Don't worry, signing up should not be too difficult, all right? So if you are working with a partner and you guys want to just put it down once, what the topic of your app is and what it's going to do, and put both of your names on that, that is fine. That works for me. Okay, any other questions, problems, issues? I think sharing is turned on in the breakout rooms. Amazingly, I've done it twice. I don't want to jinx myself, but I created all the breakout rooms, so we should be all set, but I just opened the door and in you go. All right, anyone else? You can always text me from the rooms. So right now we're just going to go into our breakout rooms until 2:30, all right? All right, I got 4 unassigned. 3.
Mr. Swift. Mr. Swift.
Yeah.
I have to go to a doctor's appointment.
No problem.
All right, so should I just
know that all you're doing is you're working in the breakout room with your partner, and ideally I need your topic today and something on the user interface for tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, hang on. I got a couple people that I need to assign. Kareem is 18. Daphne is 20. I swear I put you. Oh, maybe it was I got the wrong email. I'll get you in Emily, 4. And Alex. Okay. Brilliant. Oh, I'm going to be a winner. Oh, help. Plus serve. Help, 220. That's 230. Ooh. How did you do that? Oh, but you didn't have it land in a cup. Wow. We can see that one. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, for everybody that's back out of the rooms, I put a link to a video of everything you need to know for signing up for the APs here in the chat. If you want to click on that, it's a video of a slide presentation, so it's a little weird. I can just give you the slides too if you want. Here, I can go to the slides. Stop sharing. Of course, that bounces it back here. Dim. Okay, this link is just the slides if you want. Okay. I think everyone is back. Class is basically over a minute ago, so you are free to leave.
Thank you.
Okay, just wanted to say I've got the video up here and the slides are down here.
Thank you.
Okay. There's my friend Jordan. Florian, Ken, Olivia. Olivia, can I help you?